Hey there, it's Monkey. So you've read the title and you should know what I'm going to say already. Melee defense works against projectile attacks in Shogun 2. So it's not really melee defense, it's more like melee defense. There are two conflicting pieces in Shogun 2's database. I'll just put it this way. There is a text blurb attached to a general's bodyguard that says melee defense doesn't work against projectiles. But there's a piece of code in the KV rules table that says that defense is divided by 4 before being subtracted from kill chance for the projectile rules. So does the code win or does a tooltip text win? And code wins. So here's what we got. Yari Ashigaru, only 3 defense. Going up against a Hojo bow warrior monk. I'm not in their range yet. I'm going to push these guys forward. I'm going to keep these guys in range of the general so they keep their morale up while they're getting shredded. And that's what's going to happen here. So there we go. Okay, so we're inside the 175 range. I'm just going to mouse over here and speed these guys up and see what happens. So first volley, lost about 14. Second volley, 11. Third volley, with fire arrows. Ooh, jeez. I mean, that was 22. That one was only 5. That was kind of like a half volley. 147, 13. So, I mean, this is what you expect, right? I stopped counting volleys, but I'm guessing these guys are going to run before it matters, before these guys run out of arrows.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
So I'll go back and count that on edit just to know exactly how many volleys before they ran. But let's cut to test number 2. Oh yeah, before I cut to test number 2, let's just double check. The Yari Ashigaru lost 130 men before they fled the battlefield. Cool? Cool. Okay, this is test number 2. It's going to look almost exactly like the first test, except that I've modified the Yari Ashigaru to have 100 defense. Now, if defense makes any difference whatsoever in Shogun 2 to projectile attacks, we should see it here, right? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. There we go. All right. So, and I'll speed it up a little bit. By the way, 14 volleys last time. Took 14 volleys, and my unit routed with only 70 guys left. First volley. Okay. We lost like 5 guys. We lost 4 guys. 4. Here, let me get in closer. So, I'm going to speed this up. So, now there's been no fire arrow yet. I'm expecting there to be some at some point in here. Sometimes they trigger it immediately, sometimes it's delayed. But we only had 1 volley fire arrows anyway, so if I get 1, that would be cool. But you can see from the numbers here, there we go, there's a fire arrow. It did not take off 23 men, or 22 or whatever, the way it did last time, right? I mean, stark difference. And the only difference in these guys' stats is that these guys have 100 defense. Everything else is the same. Still got a general in the same spot backing them. So that's it. They're out of ammo, so they're going to charge into melee. So that's the example evidence. I've done a lot of testing with this against other bow units and stuff like that, but solidly conclusive that defense contributes to, by the way, did their defense go over 100? Oh, yeah, 101 defense at the end there. Sorry. Defense does take away from the chance of being killed by incoming projectiles. There's no other way to explain that. I've got the same example against bow samurai. But I thank you for watching. Hopefully this was a quick enough video and interesting mechanic that maybe you weren't aware of before. Now, there's no way you're going to get 100 defense in the game through regular course of play. But that's not what this was about. This was about showing that even though there's one text blurb that says melee defense doesn't work against projectiles, that's not what the code actually does. So there you have it. Happy playing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.